Dresden, and today I'm going to talk about chemical pollution in the water cycle. So there are many forms of chemical pollution in the water cycle. Some of those forms are gasoline leaking into water, oil leaking into water, and chemicals leaking into water, like bleach and window cleaner. So now we're going to explore some other forms of chemical pollution and ways that it can happen, along with have some examples of chemical pollution happening. So let's go explore it now! So some ways that chemicals can get into the water is a car crash, as I've demonstrated right now. So there are many ways that your vehicle can leak oil into the ocean. For instance, one of them is, so say you're driving down to the ocean with all your buddies in your car, and all of a sudden come up on a dirt path to the ocean, when all of a sudden your steering brakes and your throttle brakes, and you're just going as fast as you can down the hill, and you crash. Well, now your car will leak oil and gasoline into the ocean to where it will hurt fish, hurt animals, everything I said earlier, just because you crashed your car. Another way is, say you're pulling down to the beach when you crash. Well, someone at the beach ordered a burger. Turbo Burger is coming down to deliver their burger. But they're also looking at their cell phone, they don't see your car. Well, they can wreck, and then, well, of course, you're not getting your burger, which sucks. But also, oil will now leak from this wreck into the ocean. So here's some things you do not want to do for your sink. For instance, this, you don't want to dump Windex down your sink. Say, you know, you bought the wrong type of Windex and it does not clean your multi-surface counters. Of course this one does, it says multi-surface. But it does not clean your multi-surface counters. You do not want to dump it down the sink. That is not a good idea, and the chemicals will go down into the waterways. Also, you do not want to into the sink, because it will also kill things. You do not want to kill animals. You do not want the chemicals to get into the sink. You do not want them to get into the waterways. Again, animals will die because, you know, you're putting bleach into your sink. And you don't want to do that. So don't put bleach into your sink. Here's another way that chemicals like oil and gasoline can get into water. Alright, so this is my last example, my last model here. So the car is crashed, and this is showing how the oil and the gasoline from the car will flow down the drain, down the pipe into the waterway, and how fast it disperses. So here we have our motor oil, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour it into this drain, act like it came from the car, and it'll go down and float on the top. So here we go. And that demonstrated how fast the oil goes into the water and how fast it spreads out, and of course all the living animals in the liquid will not have enough air to survive, and so they will die. But yeah, so there's the oil floating. Was my last example, and that is the end of the video. So I hope you learned something new today. And yeah, so yeah. Yes, it is really me.